Charisma is what I'm talking about today, and I'm talking specifically about uh, how to sow charisma, and that is different to how to sow with charisma. So, how do you sow charisma? Well, charisma is actually made up of two things. On one hand, it's warmth, and on the other, it's competence. And charisma is a balance of those two. And you can build both into your sewing. Charisma is not about being extroverted and loud, it's about how you make people feel when they're around you. Do people feel safe, and do they trust that you know what you're talking about? So, those are the two things. They feel safe, which is the warmth component, and they trust that you know what you're doing, which is the competence component. And today I want to show you how you can express both warmth and competence through the clothes that you sew, just by making very intentional choices, and intentional choices with the fabric that you choose, the colors that you use, and the garment styles that you put together. And don't worry if picking colors sometimes feels a bit overwhelming. Don't worry. I'll also step you through um, a five color capsule method that you can use to make sure that you've got this cohesive set of colors, so when you get dressed in the morning it feels so much easier and more impactful. You know that you have a component of both. So firstly, let's get started with warmth. Warmth is what makes people feel at ease with you. um, the choices that you make you approachable, relaxed, and kind. So think fabrics like linen, cotton jersey, a brushed cotton, or even a seersucker. Um, and if you're choosing colors like an olive or a warm cream or a rust, so those gentle blues. And if you're choosing garments like camp collar shirts, chore jackets like the lounge jacket we have in the shop, um, and elastic waisted pant, they're the type of garments that make you feel comfortable and look comfortable. Next, competence. This is about being seen as capable and clear and trustworthy. You'll want to use fabrics with structure, like a poplin or a cotton twill, wool suiting or a gabardine, even a denim. So choosing those deeper, more grounded colours like navies, charcoal, stone greys, traditionally those neutral colours. And for the garments, choose those button down shirts, crisp shirts, tailored pants, even a crisp polo. Competence doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're stiff and overly formal. So, a relaxed garment, like a polo shirt or a Henley, can still say, I've got this, I'm confident, I know what I'm doing. Um, as long as it's well made and it's an intentional choice. Okay, this brings me to the third part, which is combining the two, combining both warmth and competence into one outfit to heighten your natural charisma. Once you've got your base in balance, your warmth and competence, you can then start to play with color. And this is where having that fabric formula, knowing your color type, comes in really handy. Um, and using that to use the five, what do I call it? Oh gosh, what am I going to call it? Um, it's a five part capsule wardrobe method, and what it does, it gives you five base colors in which can consist across your whole wardrobe, of which you can then pick and choose from. And those five colors are a bold color, a complementary color to that bold, a neutral, a dark, and a navy. And These 5 colors give you a foundation for mixing and matching. And you can start to mix and match with confidence. And then you can even use a second rule, which is the 60-30-10 rule, to style your daily outfits. So you can use those combination of 5 colors to go, say, for a 60 neutral, a 30 complementary, and a 10% bold. And so how that might look is, for example, a navy trouser and suit jacket, which is 60%, a warm cream shirt, which is your 30, and then maybe a pop of color, a sienna or something in your pocket. And that combination is a blend of warmth and competence. So, key takeaways. Fabrics and garments. Choose the fabrics and garments that reflect the trait that you want to dial up. Sometimes you need more warmth, sometimes you need to appear more competent. Use the rules as a guide and bring those into your dress for the day. Add pattern and color to add a little bit of pop to it. Use the 5 color method and the 60-30 rule to get dressed every day. I think it makes for intentional dressing and says a lot about how you want to appear in that particular scenario or setting. So if you're walking into a meeting where you want to appear approachable, but you also have some decisions that you need made, and the competence needs to be present, then blend an element of those warm colors and warm fabrics with those competent colors and fabrics. If you are stuck with where to start, I've created a free color of the season color palettes, and it's a free download on the blog, so go grab that. The color I've chosen is a sort of rusty red, and I've provided some color palettes that blend that warmth and competence, so you can look and feel good. Have a read of the blog today. I think it's a fascinating combination of the science of charisma with fashion and sewing. Enjoy.